right, welcome back. Well, we are back in the very messy shop area here, which I cleaned up just a little bit for this, to take a look at the Lab Austere Lumbar Hydration Pack. Now, I picked this up during some of the Black Friday sales just for fun, because I've been running a backpack for a while, and I've seen a number of people kind of using these lumbar packs, and I wanted to give one a try. Obviously, this is not sponsored anyway. It was my own purchase, and I was just giving this a shot, so I thought I would share it with you. So what I'm going to do is kind of walk through the basics of the pack. It's pretty straightforward. And then I think it's more interesting in how this changed my riding setup and actually changed how I have my bike outfitted. So let's jump right in. So the pack itself, pretty straightforward. It is named the Hydration Pack, and it has two spots here where you can put water bottles. So here is a Canyon water bottle, fits pretty well. And then it has a number of zipper compartments. So in the front here, small zipper compartment, and I put a couple tools in here, put some levers, and my little Crank Brothers tool set. Here in the center, we got a Velcro compartment. On this side, same as the other, another zipper compartment. This is, I just keep a little utility knife, just in case. You never know what you'll encounter out there. And then on on these sides, little zipper compartments where I guess you could put cards, maybe keys, something like that. And in the back, a Velcro area. Now what I do is I just throw a couple identity card and credit card right in here because it keeps it close to my lower back. And then it has this zipper compartment right here, which I have a mini pump in. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Really straightforward pack. This has completely changed my riding. So let me kind of grab what I've been using. So I did a review of this before. So I've been riding with this Osprey Qatari 7 pack, which is a hydration pack. Has a bunch of stuff inside. And what I found when I first got the Lab Austere, I thought I would just move a bunch of my stuff over from the other pack, and it just didn't work. I just didn't have the space. So I actually had to purchase a couple other things. So for example, I don't use CO2 pumps because they failed me every time I needed one. And this was the pump I was carrying in my backpack. Fits perfectly well. Does not fit in here at all in any comfortable way. So I did end up purchasing a smaller Crank Brothers pump, which as you can see is even a little tight in this bag. Now, if you have frame storage or want to keep this on your frame, maybe that's a good path for you. But the pump fits in here pretty well, and I throw a phone in here as well because it has this stretchy top. And you can see it's not perfect, but it works. I have my tools in there. I had to shrink down kind of the number of tools I carry as well. Like I no longer carry a flat repair kit. So this really forced me to simplify what I ride with. And what I found is I did a couple rides with it, and I did use the hydration packs, but I actually found this a little uncomfortable. What I found is when you put a bottle back here, and I only rode with one of them, what I found is you could feel this digging into your abdomen, and I didn't like that too much. I mean, I know some people don't like the feeling of a backpack on their back, or they don't like their back getting sweaty, which definitely here in the summers of Arizona, it gets very sweaty. Now, certainly I don't have a sweaty back, but when this thing gets heavy, you feel this digging in to your abdomen. I didn't like that, so I tried to lighten this thing up as much as possible. And it forced me to totally change how I think about my bike. So I did not have water bottle cages on my bike. Now I do. I took my spare tube, I put it on the bike frame, and now so I moved a bunch of weight out of my backpack onto my bike and off of the lumbar pack as well. And so overall, my kind of what I ride with on shorter rides is much, much lighter, and more of it is on the frame. So I would say that's a good thing. Like having this simple pack, which doesn't have much to it, forced me to really simplify what I'm riding with and carry much less gear. And this has become my go-to pack for short rides. When short meaning like, hour to 2 hours, as long as it's not too hot and I don't need tons of water. I love it. And once you get the weight out of it, you don't feel these tugging on your abdomen very much. So they're really great. So good overall pack. I mean, I know it's a hydration pack and they would want you to put 2 water bottles in here. For me, that may be a little uncomfortable. For others, I think maybe it's a trade-off where they would prefer to feel that pressure on their abdomen and have the water weight off their back. I think it's entirely a personal preference. But the best thing about this is it forced me to just really simplify what I'm riding with and carry a whole lot less weight. And you think about the amount of money you would spend on, say, lighter wheels or carbon parts or whatever it is. I probably took a pound or 2 off what I'm riding with just by changing out my pack. So there you go. That is the quick look at the Lab Austere lumbar pack.